Welcome, Spark. So what kind of Spark are you? Player? Creator? Or both? The stories yet to be told. The games to be made. Civilizations and societies to be formed. The universe is waiting for you to bring it to life. Now, how do we begin?
Hey there, guys, and welcome to another Thursday stream. So we have a pretty busy room going on here right now.
No.
And they're gonna think we're frozen. God, BJ.
I'm not singing that song.
BJ. Anyways, during the stream, we're going to be showing off our new expressions pack. And actually, to kick things off, let's start with showing off the marketing video.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then let's get into one of the things that Keith here created for the marketing video. So let's jump into that.
That's the premiere of the video? Nobody's ever seen the video yet, or did
that was a premiere of the video? Yeah,
that was
world
the world premiere.
Yeah,
Right.
and you missed it because we were muted. Actually, BJ was singing along with the video.
Yeah, it was exciting.
I was beatboxing too. No, I wasn't.
So what do we have here, Keith? What's going on in the scene? Or BJ, what's going on in the scene?
Oh, you want to talk about the scene, or just with the pack, or what do you want to start with?
Well,
start with just
let's
what's
talk
the
about
pack.
what's in the pack, and I think the scene kind of
So as you saw there's 7 new emotes.
Let's go test. You know this one.
There we go. Yep. So there's a couple cool things about these emotes. One is that they go across all the complex characters: Yeti Troll, Goblin, Tall Codian, Human, Male, Female. I believe that's all our complex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Brute and the Brute.
The Brute, yes.
And so the emotes will work for all those characters. If you own all those, if you don't, go out and purchase them, and then you will own them, and then you will see that the emotes also work for them. One thing that's cool is that some of these emotes also work. It's not the exact. So let's say for explain, which is a new talk emote, the human might throw both hands out there like he's explaining something, kind of like I'm doing right now, and then the goblin within the realm of his character, he's a little snappier. He's going to be like, hey man, it was like it was like this, it was really cool and stuff. He's going to be different than a human. So there's some character differences. Little nuances and stuff across the different characters as they each run that emote. The 7 emotes that we chose for this pack are emotes that we've gotten a lot of requests for, a lot of requests inside the team, outside the team. We really wanted to fill some holes with just some kind of classic emotes that really help for cinematics, storytelling, gameplay. So one big one that people have always wanted is can I just have a character that points forward? I want somebody to direct me, hey, go over there. That's where the treasure is. So stuff like that. There's a new explain. There's a listen. Which is really cool because in the past we haven't had that if somebody's talking. So the guy here on the right, the blue guy, he's actually listening. So he's kind of standing there just nodding his head, just being attentive. And so that way, when next time you're doing a cinematic, you won't have a character that's in his idle fidget and he's stretching and yawning because he's bored of what the other guy's trying to say, or he's kicking the dust off his thighs or checking his shoe for gum. You can just have somebody who's focused and listening.
Need that emote for whenever I talk to Zach.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
We have two look arounds. One is just called look around, and that one is good for using for setting up scenes where someone comes into a new room and they're just kind of looking around and they're kind of like, whoa, check out this place. Look, there's puzzles on the walls over there, and I probably have to go pull that lever. Or they're coming outside and they're like, oh, it's such a nice day out here. I love that mountain in the background, kind of thing. It's real casual. The other one, of course, you could also kind of use that for, a stealth game. Maybe the guy kind of heard something. He's not totally alerted yet. He's just kind of looking around, kind of suspicious. The other one is called Alert, or Alerted. And that one's a little more, he kind of goes into the kind of crouch, the kind of classic thing, and kind of looks around, with a little more intent, like he's searching for somebody. What was that? Check it out. So you can do that. That'll be cool for the stealth games that people are out there making. And then we have the point, which I talked about, and the give take. So it's called Give. This one is awesome. A lot of people have been, we'll probably at some point in time get to go into Crossroads, and instead of having people throw money at you, which I think is cute and funny and adds a lot of character. Maybe we won't remember that, but moving forwards, we may do some things. Now we have the actual Give. So the person kind of mimes going into a pocket and pulling it out. Whatever item it is, and you can pop an item into their hand. You could have them create it right there, or you could just have nothing, and it's just a symbol of the gesture. And then the other person, you can reuse the same animation and for the take, and then they kind of do a little pocket thing. So that's kind of what's going on here. This exchange between these people is using the give take emote. So that's really cool and exciting. So there's 7. I think that was 7 that I went through.
Yeah. And then you want to zoom back to show all these
so
guys?
So now we have 22 new emoticons. These are 2D icons that are in the icon gallery. A lot of kind of classic stuff: straight face, smile, laugh, blush, sick, confused, sad,
drool in there.
Drool, cry, angel, devil. Just kind of a lot of the kind of stock ones. And these will be great. So one of the big reasons we've been wanting to get these in for a while too. They're actually in the old original design, and we finally got to them because it's a big, ambitious game. The great thing for these is now you can it's a cute new way to give character to inanimate objects. If you have a rock and a rock's having a bad day, then you can pop that emoticon up above his head, and now the rock's having a bad day, or he's crying because he lost his baby rock, and you got to go find the baby rock, and then he gets happy when you bring it back. So you can use it for all kinds of stuff. They also color tint really well. None of these are color tinted by us. This is the default as they come. Right. But you can have a blue devil, green devil, yellow devil, whatever you want to do, and they look really good. And so so what we did here was create the little stage play to kind of show the different emotes, pull back to the audience's reaction using the emoticons, and then the next part is the kind of the creative way of putting all these things together. So with that, we will give it over to Keith. One question I have for Keith, because I'm still wondering, what did you use for the tree? Is that just the side of the tree?
They're just
the wood.
Like everything is either it's the
it's a lot of primitives and thin primitives.
It's like a lot of primitives, and that one in particular is the
because we don't have a pole.
No, so I made one out of the cylinder.
Okay, you just clone the cylinders. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So everything is pretty big here because the thin primitives only go so small. So everything here is larger.
Yeah, larger than.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Larger than life.
Larger than life. Yeah, it's awesome.
I should have dragged this out for a minute.
Yeah, really cool use of thin primitives to make this scene. By the way, people are in chat are just commenting on how they just want to know how you made this, like the background.
Yeah. I was like, I want to make a play where it looks like a bunch of kindergartners put together the scenery, and I thought that'd be pretty cool to do. I'll take that effect out so it's easier to select stuff. And then we've got all these things left over. And that's pretty much what I did is I just started taking, I was like, what should be in this play? Okay, I want it to be outside. And then I just started putting together cylinders and little bits of like the I don't know what the primitives are called. Basically, I just saw them like, oh, that shape. I can glue those together. And
Are you talking about the circle?
Not the circle. No, I'm talking about like the half circle or the quarter circle.
Okay.
I'm going to pay for that comment I made, aren't I? Zach's just going to be throwing me under the bus the entire time.
Half circle, right.
Yes, the quarter circle.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Oh, very cool. Very
so
cool.
I just made petals out of that.
Okay, those mountaintops.
Yeah, the mountains are awesome.
Yeah.
Those are literally just the triangle.
Yeah.
Let me
We have like 3 of those in the thin primitives.
Yeah, and I think I used
Probably all 3,
of them.
yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
And people are asking if we can share the world at the end so you guys can poke at it. Well, the emotes pack hasn't released yet, so can't share it until it's released. But we may share something, some of this with you guys, so you can poke around with this, see how the scene is made.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a lot of awesome stuff with this.
Yeah, I just took a bunch of and I messed with perspective a little bit. Like the hardest bit of this actually was not the hills or whatnot, but this road.
Yeah, I was gonna say
making the road look like literally I just tilted a triangle back.
Yeah.
And then when it got toward the hillside, I just started putting like a sphere and a couple other things to make it look like it was wrapping around.
Nice.
And I just shrunk the trees down. Same thing. These are just a bunch of ovals, the clouds.
Yeah.
And I attached some rope to them.
Nice.
To make
I love the
them
disco lights. They're all the
Yeah, you like that? Like I was looking up like theater stages, and it looked like they all had like yellow, like magenta and blue lights. So I just took the bell and stuck the
Oh,
letters
they're
on
the
it.
bells. Nice.
Yeah, it's the bell, and there are spotlights, and then I kind of colored everything accordingly. Now it looks like a giant mess. Look at all this.
Okay, so the curtain.
The curtain.
Yeah, the curtain is awesome.
The curtain
is awesome.
is literally just the rolled up sleeping bag duplicated a bunch of times.
Yeah, Hunter's Camp.
It took the
So-
Taurus.
It's
And-
so many sleeping bags.
Yep. Tons of sleeping bags. Select it. Come on, select.
Oh, well, yeah.
And glue.
I remember at one
There
point
we
you
go.
wit thinking about making the curtain like rise and fall in the video.
Yeah, but
That
I ran out of prop count because of all the sleeping bags.
Yeah.
it didn't actually work out like I wanted to, but it's still fun. And I even got some scaffoldings over here. Can't really see them, but like the silhouettes sell themselves in the dark.
And they help like kind of seeing them off stage, like you can
Yeah.
just see past the curtains.
Yeah, and like we got some ropes dangling and whatnot. And then the other scene where they're actually putting on the play, I just used Keys of the Castle pieces to make like a little tower that Gobelina is in. And her hair is made out of rocks. She actually has hair. So
That's right. It looks kind of like that predator hair.
yeah. And then these are just the floor is just the sign. The wooden sign, just scaled up a lot.
Speaking of which, I've started making nice wooden floors out of taking the Keys to the Castle rooftop pack and scaling the y-axis of that and making it brown. Makes a really nice wood panel floor.
Nice.
Cool.
So yeah, that's kind of it. Like I was just trying to be as whimsical as possible.
Hit
with, like,
test. Let's see how bad you destroyed your.
Look, it's a Picasso.
Oh man.
It's actually going, nope, they're getting trapped. They're all trapped.
Oh, you
Yeah,
ruined
they can't
the
float up anymore.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
This is the worst
Terrible.
play I've ever seen.
Cool.
So yeah, that's it. And this was definitely the most challenging pack to work on, but also one of the most rewarding and most fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we move into the...
Show the animation.
Yes. So exit out of here. I will give the controller back to apparently Zach.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so
Z expressions. That's what I called it.
oh, very nice.
I think you can just go into...
Oh no, I could probably just go into play.
Yeah.
So like we were saying before, this will work with different kind of characters. So as you see here, we have these guys set up and they're all doing different emotes. And like BJ was saying, each of them have a different emote, a different way they do each of these things. So
yeah, so like I love that explained for the goblin. He's sort of like, what are you talking about?
Hey, you know what was over here and the guy was over there? I'm just telling you, I'm just trying to find it and I can't find it anywhere.
And then like compare that with the Yeti explain.
Yeah.
That's the far one on the left.
Yeah.
And his is sort of like, well, I would do this.
It was a cold and chilly mountaintop.
the Yeti one is really awesome. Of course, this will work with the troll as well.
Yeah.
But
I like his more, like his
Yeah.
listen is also a lot more subtle than the other people's listen.
Yeah. It's kind of it's actually nice to have like that listen animation that's just kind of like, you know what, I just want you to stand there and not really do anything, like, but I don't want you to be frozen. You know?
Right.
The other nice thing about these two is we made sure to put an ample amount of frames on some of these things. So like give when they hold their hand out, or point when they point in a direction. We made sure that their hand doesn't just come up and then go back. So we give you a couple frames there so that you can find it and catch the pace on it and set like the pace to 0 if you do want them to stand there and like, you know, point at the whatever for an extended amount of time and before retracting their hand.
Yeah, one of my favorites for that is like putting it on the queen, because it looks like she's giving like a royal proclamation.
Yeah, and like this guy, he's holding his hand out. You can like just set the pace to 0 there, or slow it down to 0 point whatever, and then it'll be there. And then create the item in his hand, and then he'll have it. And
yeah,
you can even turn him into like a statue, and like he's holding some like sword that you need to acquire. Like, yeah, that'd be super awesome.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that point animation could actually make a cool animation for a spell, like spell casting.
Yeah,
like sort of you're like pointing at something, and then a spell comes out of your finger.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and of course, I think the Yeti cower is pretty cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's also a cool, you know, like defensive, you know, like
yeah, absolutely.
You know,
set the pace to 0. He's no longer shaking.
Yeah, just throw a boulder at him, and he just
yeah, that's true.
breaks on him.
It's a game idea for y'all to make. Like, what scares a Yeti?
Yeah, the goblin talking.
Yeah.
I don't much like goblins talking.
I like this guy. Oh my goodness.
That's
He's so
That's-
cute.
That's a good listen. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
good
that sounds cool, man. That's pretty cool.
That's forever going to be the goblin voice in my mind now.
Yeah. I also really like the alerted for the goblin, how his ears sort of perk up also.
Yeah.
We did have to be mindful. We actually were doing a little more with the ears in the beginning, and then basically at our first round of watching them, we were like, I love the ears. We're doing great stuff here. Oh my gosh, what about their helmets? What about, you know, the ears are going to start like looking really wacky through the helmets. So we kind of put a limiter on ourselves as to how high we go up with their ears and what we do, so that we wouldn't, you know, kind of break the fantasy when they're wearing helmets and stuff like that. So
yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, the tips coming up and
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so like one of those featured level scent of.
that's a good fart pose too when the goblin cowers. Like,
Of course, PJ, you think you're right about that.
Here it comes, guys.
Now,
Secretly worried the beach is actually going to fart on me.
All right, so that plus troll farts equals great pack.
Yeah.
I guess.
So that's cool too. He's like calling you out.
Yeah, it almost like if you look at it from a certain angle, it almost
Yeah.
looks like he's putting out a fist pound.
Yeah.
Like he's going for a fist pound with you.
Yeah.
Or pointing out, bro, you don't even lift, do you?
Yeah.
do you even?
Do you even?
Yeah. So Keith, you want to show something that you built for an early cut of what we were going for the video with the
Sure.
sick tile?
Oh yeah.
So let's get a guy out here. And so, like, one of the early attempts at doing like the reveal of the icons involved. Let's take this guy's brain off. Involved.
You probably want to keep a follow camera on him though. So. Or oh no, wait, that's the main character. Okay, cool.
That. So we're gonna display that. So it involved kind of popping in a bunch of guys in like a town setting, and so I had this one guy who had the sick animation above his head, and I'm like, okay, well I can kind of do whatever I want here, and so I wanted to make him throw up with the sick icon. Go ahead and find.
Do you want?
Yeah, sick.
Sick.
Because this icon is hilarious. This is like one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Just because it looks so, like, it's got color to it, it's funny. And then I went into the zombie pack.
Someone asked us for the frequency of packs. Depends on the month. Some months we'll be looking at. Some months we'll be looking at maybe 2. Some months 1. Some months. I mean, it depends on what we have going on. We'll be doing them in a pretty frequent amount. Some larger packs, some smaller packs, some pretty big packs.
Oops.
Some interesting packs.
I did that thing where like
you scale it and do everything, and then you hit B, and you didn't place it.
Nope. Let's put it on his head, and then line it up with his mouth.
Ugh.
He had cafeteria food. And then we
Not from Studio H though. That place has bomb food.
Studio H. I haven't even been
H. Yeah, have you been there? Oh man, that cafeteria. Woo. Some good pickings in there.
And then put the emote of alert on him, so it looks like he is just just like throwing up all over the place.
And then we had it like on and off and on and off.
Yeah.
So you're like,
See, this is what you should take away from what I do with my time. Not that stage, making people throw up.
Right. Okay. convincing puke. That's
convincing puke. I mean, that's like one of my favorite parts of the zombie pack is like all the poo and puke that you can make. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. You want to make your dude throw up? Just get the zombie pack, get the emote pack, and go to town. It takes you like 2 minutes.
Very cool. There's like a lot. So what? We had 22 props or 22 icons in this pack. What are some of your guys' favorites that you ended up working on, and how do you kind of expecting to use them?
oh man, I really like the kind of the more endearing stuff, like the kiss and the blush and the cute. I think there's a lot of that can be rewarding in scenarios, and
Give this guy.
I like the stuff you can do goofy things with, like the sick icon. I like the drool one because it's so awesome looking, and when you have a character die, it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's a good thing to put above their heads.
Oh,
like,
the drooling?
Yeah. I just kick the bucket.
Yeah. Also makes it feel a bit more fantasy. It's sort of like, oh, I fainted.
Yeah.
Let's see, so we want appearance, and we'll
do the animations work on zombies?
yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, in one of the early video iterations, I had like the zombie doing like the give and the take thing.
So, and does it work on Codians also?
it should also work on the tall Codian. Yes, you should try it.
You get an icon, and you get an icon, and you get an icon. Everyone gets an icon.
It's very cool. Yeah, the point emote is a really nice kind of like, you are now a knight
Yeah.
kind of emote.
Or like,
You are not allowed in my throne room.
like a lot of the stuff is sort of, you think about quest givers, you think about cutscenes in games. A lot of these animations fulfill those things that'll help you make more meaningful cutscenes. So it's like that one is sort of like, you need to go to the castle. It's being overrun. Where do I go? You go over there. And then kind of, I'm off screen, so people can't even see them.
Yeah, it's just some general stuff that's just really missing. Right, I just feel like you gotta have these.
Yeah. It's just like an easy, nice little listen, right, and then it's a great little thing to put in when you are doing those cutscenes where you kind of fade to black and you have the letterbox and all these kind of things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like for instance, one of the big community members, Lady Likes UK, had this really funny video that she put out, it's called Goblins with Hats. It's the level she put out. It's great. It's these two goblins arguing over this dead body of did you kill him? But I was already thinking when I was watching that last night of, oh man, if I use the explain icon at this point, the point icon at this point, it leads to a lot more, even more hilarity. But on its own, that level's already really hilarious. Goblins with Hats.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
What do we got here?
Do you want to also show zombies and Codians so people can maybe have let's put a zombie in there pointing at the queen.
Oh man, that cower on her, man, looks like she's getting ready to just fart.
Why do I let you on these streams?
I know. We keep on rising, and then we go down to our 12-year-old selves.
I don't ever rise beyond that.
Okay, and then.
Do you put the cower on the zombie and see if he looks like he's gonna
put
fart?
the cower on him.
Okay, guys, this is what I'll do.
And then take the sludge fall.
And then after that, make the
easily.
pie eating game where one guy throws up, and then the other guy throws up, and then they're all throwing up. What movie was that?
I don't know. I was just about to ask you.
Stand by Me. That was Stand by Me.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think they share the same cower.
Yeah, he shares the human,
zombie is a human model, so zombie's going to follow the same human model.
Yeah.
So that's why I have three different basically models. You got the troll yeti model, you got the goblin model, and then you have the human model.
Yep.
So zombies should follow the human model, and Codians follow the human model.
Yep.
So you're going to get the Codian basically with those same animations also.
Now we got the zombie.
Yeah.
Telling off a queen. The zombie horde shall come for your kingdom. Very cool. Very, very cool.
Someone said, please don't attach any spraying FX gizmos to her.
Oh, really? Because that's exactly what I was going to do.
No, don't do it.
Oh, okay.
No. Please do not do
You
it.
can't do it with the queen.
Yeah, please do.
You could have it flying out of the zombie's butt, though.
Yeah, all right.
Oh my god.
When he's
Oh my God,
cowering.
guys.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do with her.
No, the zombie.
Oh, guys. So this will be Keith's last stream.
Oh, man, no. Okay, so that's good. No, not a shoulder.
Right at shoulder length.
What's the frequency of updates? Every 3 weeks we will have a new title update to Project Spark. Some of them will have bug fixes, some will have even more than bug fixes. We just had our most recent one come out on Tuesday.
There you go. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Lower, a little lower.
It might have to put like an explicit tag on the stream.
This is cartoon. This is animated cartoon fun.
Yeah, this is E for everyone.
Yep.
No one gets sick of poop jokes. And if you do, you're lying.
Ah, jeez.
Alright, where's Cower?
Yeah, we want the queen to have some dignity.
Okay.
She's meant to be
I
the leader
didn't.
of the free world. So
Okay, look away. Get the controller to Zach.
That was the most epic thing
Now take us to a happy
ever
place.
in Project Spark. That was my happy place.
the queen was so disgusted she was cowering at the zombie doing that.
That is achievement unlocked.
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't even know.
I gotta do these streams more often. How often do you guys do these? Twice a week?
We should just do, we have our Tuesday education streams. Our next Tuesday one should be how to make a zombie fart.
Hey, you know what? It'd probably get more views and likes than, how to make a car with full physics. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the little things.
Yeah, pretty much the thing that sells out the most your head is axes. the leg shaking. Like he's really trying to get it out of there.
Yeah.
That's cool. You can also use all these new ones as well. All
Yep.
the emote little.
Yeah, so that's one thing we're doing moving ahead. So that the old emotes that well, they're not old, but I mean the ones that are in starter pack.
Yeah.
Those have a combination of emoticon and full body gesture icons, and so we're moving forwards. All emotes will have body gesture icons, and then so we can separate the emoticons from those. So yeah, there are some extra emoticons that are in there,
That's very cool.
yeah. So we want to kind of stick with the same style.
Someone's gonna make a game with 100 times.
With what?
I'm here to help. Gotta use that follower brain.
Oh man.
There we go. And now let's get rid of this guy here.
Oh, look at Mr. High and Mighty.
Oh no.
What are you trying to do?
Can't select it. What's the best way to unattach? I guess.
Oh,
Character
you can
Studio?
go to Character Studio.
Yeah.
If you're having problems grabbing it there, go in through the Character Studio.
What have I done?
What have you done? Attachments,
I love
and then
like,
FX
you see on the
Gizmo,
side what's
and
going
then
on with the
select it
zombie.
from there.
Go.
This stream is awesome.
Just a note on that, well, what Zach was doing, in case you don't know, the attachments, and when you're putting them on characters in the Character Studio, if you know going into it, like, I'm going to make my own knight, and I'm going to use a whole bunch of these cool new props, and I'm going to start sticking him on this guy all over the place, and then you have this, feeling that, you're going to want to tweak them and move them and scale them and rotate them and then go back into them and color them. I highly recommend naming them as you put them on the character, because if you could find yourself
Absolutely.
in a position where you've put 20 attachments on the character, and it could get a little difficult to select the one that you want if you're trying to do it through there, and then if you pull up the list and it just says large femur 20 times, you're like, which one is it? So try to get in the habit of renaming that stuff, shoulder pad or left L shoulder, R shoulder, whatever, and it just makes it a lot easier to like find what you're looking for when you're wanting to change that stuff out if you're doing a lot of attachments.
Do you also want to like bring, just so we can bring in a coding, do you want to show a coding kind of pointing disapprovingly at that zombie?
Sure, absolutely. I just want to show you guys that this is also working on
on the troll.
Right.
Yep, so the troll and the Yeti share the same character rig.
Right, so anything that's going to work on the Yeti is going to work with the troll as well.
Yep.
But yeah, disapproving. Let's see, which one of these is going to be most disapproving? I think. Okay, I'm going to have a Codian explaining why that's a bad idea to the zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie can't help it. He is who he is.
Okay, fair enough.
And we don't yet have a price for the pack. We will we'll have that next week for people. We what we do is we release a blog post before the pack comes out, which gives the price and all the details on the pack.
There you go. Now we have a Codian trying to explain why that's such a bad idea. Have another shot
both
to
the human and Codian are saying, "Please, zombie."
I told you
please.
not to eat the
Human.
Yeah.
The Queen's just sad.
See, that's what happens when you eat human.
That's the Amazon Queen.
Do the emotes work on a spark? What you could do is you could attach the spark to human, make the human invisible, and technically they would work on a spark. Sort of.
It might move.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if you put the spark on like the hand of a human
Yeah.
for pointing, you get
Yeah.
like some nice
Yeah.
movement there.
Put two on the knees when they're shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And then I guess you want to really quickly open up your kind of scene with, if you want to, do you remember the name?
The play?
Yeah,
the
the
actual
play.
play.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Do we have to search for that?
I believe so.
Let me
I have
People might see some internal stuff, so we're gonna switch to camera mode.
Hey everyone, everything's fine.
Because yeah,
Nothing is
we're on an
interesting.
internal build right now of Project Spark, and so you might see some internal things we're not ready to talk about on there. So
Also,
you'll just have to see our
also
faces.
names.
The owl and the wolf, these emotes do not cover those guys.
No, they do not.
They have a different emote structure. The owl and the wolf, also the mole, they have a different emote structure, and they have they work with kind of a more finite set of emotes than the rest of basically all the biped characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
You probably switch it on back. Brian? You probably switch it on back.
There we go.
Is it 3:30?
Alright.
It is.
I
Yes.
got okay. I gotta go to a meeting.
All right.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
BJ.
Enjoy the new pack. Have fun.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I miss you.
Okay, watch this guy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
sure.
know.
Alright, so yeah, so this is the little play I did. I can scroll in a little bit. So, I forget what buttons. I think
I think
this.
you have a right trigger.
Yeah, right trigger triggers this guy coming in. He's very upset. They're shocked. Boom.
Oh man.
He is very, very happy about this. And so now this guy walks in. He's like, okay, well, now I'm going to kill you. And then he winks at Gobelina.
Wow.
And then she blushes at him. So we've got two guys. Shakespearean is all get out. And yeah. So that's pretty much it. Like actually, one of the cool things I found out later that I should have implemented here is kind of how to interrupt like an emote is by making someone. I wonder if we should get out of here real quick so I can show you that.
How to interrupt an emote?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people don't know the best way to interrupt emotes, like mid emote.
All right, let me get out of here real quick.
Yeah, well, I guess we should go to that emote gallery we had. Show how to do it there. The Z expressions.
Oh, okay. Whew. It's the stream.
Yeah.
Pretty epic. Loving it. Loving it.
Doesn't take much, does it, Keith?
Nope.
Today I made a zombie poop on stream. It was great.
Yeah. So, alright, well, I'll show you guys.
Today we regressed to children. And then came out at the end of
You
as
act
men.
like that I'm permanently not at that level, which I am. So, what do I want him to do?
Tell us about Conquer. Not yet, but when we talk about Conquer, we're going to talk about some cool stuff. Oh, we can talk about the fact that Conquer is a squirrel. He's an iconic character, and we're having a lot of fun with Conquer.
Just type something gibberish.
See me.
That sounds good. Let's make that true. Okay, so normally,
Will the emotes work on Conquer? Oh, you're fishing for more stuff.
like if you have an emote, and like right now I'm pressing the left trigger, so he should move forward because I had set that boolean
Right.
to.
Yep.
So now he did because he finished the emote.
Mhm.
Like he got done with it because there's the once tag on it, and then at that point he'll move forward. If you want, if you want to interrupt it, you can make them jump like 0.001. I think that's like the jump height of 0.001. That should make him move immediately. Like,
I've always done dodge instead of jump.
dodge is also appropriate. You can see him kind of like he kind of plays his like landing animation a little bit, and like a little dirt cloud gets kicked up. So you can either use it with effects or without effects to kind of, if you want to show him like starting to take off, or you can not play that by turning off effects with movement. So just a cool little shortcut that I found out while I was working on this pack.
Very cool.
That's That's it.
Very, very cool.
I guess.
It's pretty nice.
I
though.
think it's pretty cool.
nice.
Yeah, that actually is really cool. I've never actually tried jump to pause the animation. So you can do you can do jump with no effects?
I think it's more like move with no effects. Maybe you can do jump with no effects. Let's see. Maybe not.
Oh, right. You'd have no modifiers for jump.
Right. So I think if we go
Without effects.
let's try that. See if it still plays the landing.
No, it doesn't.
Oh. I mean, you can see like a little hop there, but it's not
Yeah.
too bad. You gotta really be looking for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, there you go.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Kind of
So-
a big deal.
So, like,
Really?
say you wanted to pause someone on their pointing, and then pause them on their pointing, and then after like a second, you like press a button, and they just start moving immediately.
Probably could do that because they would finish up after you unpause them. Point forward. So let's do that. And holding left trigger.
Pace equals 0.
Yes. Thank you.
No problem.
I can't think sometimes. A lot of times. People would argue.
And
Too easy, not even gonna do it.
I know, right?
question from the stream: when are you guys going to reveal the pack the Glacier prop and the prop gallery goes to? I believe you're talking about the Glacier Blade. That was one of the pre-order bonus items that people could get, and those will be making a reappearance in different ways.
Nice.
Oh, she only did it once. That's
Yeah.
right. I was like, where are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I told her to do it. That's the thing about computers and programming. They do what you tell them to do, not what you want them to do.
It's true. I think the best way I've been like told how computers work is like you're trying to tell a 4-year-old who's incredibly smart how to do something. They'll do exactly what you want.
Yep. What am I doing here? Like making her move after like I pace her to 0?
So like maybe like you press right trigger, like she's pointing, you press right trigger, and she immediately just starts moving forward.
Ah, okay.
Someone was asking about like if you had a freeze frame animation, how to just make someone immediately get out of it without doing the rest of their remote.
Ah, let's try that. Okay, so let's make sure. I'm really huge into like debugging and like testing like every step along the way. Okay.
It's good to see though.
Yeah. Okay, so now we want to right trigger, press, do that variable again.
See me.
See me. See me move. So we'll do equals true.
So you're going to set a boolean equal to true. While that boolean's true, this person is going to move forward.
Yes, but we're going to set this pace back to, whenever we press this, pace back to 1, and then we'll make her jump. 0.001. Boom. Let's see if this works. So she's frozen right now, and then I'll press right trigger. Oh.
No, but she's not moving.
She's not. Let's see. Oh, it's because she's constantly doing that.
Ah, so you haven't like you have to play once. Okay, cool.
So I kind of did it. I think I did it.
I think
this is successful.
You did.
And
Wow.
She's just jogging.
That's a pretty good jog.
Yeah,
Hey, come back.
Really feel
fast for a queen.
She's going to the bathroom.
Always bathroom jokes.
Look, man, I got a zombie pooping over here. Just want to do it to every character. I'm really resisting right now. Cool. So hopefully that's a quick
Absolutely. And then
lesson learned. There you go.
Then we can say like I don't know. The first time you press this, what do you do? Left trigger. We could insert here and say appearance, and then let's say color. How do you do all colors?
That would be solid color.
Yes.
Yeah, solid color, and then it's equal. And you can say, where's it color?
Oh, are you gonna make her like green?
Gray. So like
That should
Statue.
change.
statue.
Oh.
See, now we have. You're now a statue until I don't know. Look, I'm gonna get basilisk tears. Yay! And now, well,
Now you gotta set the color back.
Yeah,
you
you
have
gotta
to set the color back. But
Now she's whatever that
Thing from
X-Man's
Doctor
name
Who.
is. Oh yeah. Okay, Doctor Who also. She's Apocalypse.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And just so like, a lot of these will make really great statue poses.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty
This guy
excited
right
about.
here, just like this,
Yeah.
right? So all of the stuff just here,
Yeah.
and having like an item in their hand.
That game, Metroid or something, like the Chozo statue.
How would you set the color back?
How would you set the color back? You'd have to set in each individual
I
color
don't think
back.
so. Here, let me see if this works.
What if you set to nothing? It'll automatically default back to everything normal.
No. Let's try saving.
Oh, savings color.
Nice
Oh,
color
that
name.
color.
Solid color. Can you type out solid color?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Actually, that goes over here. I think once we go back here, solid color equals.
Our crazy awesome color name.
Yep. Let's see if this works. Will it work? Will it work? Yeah!
Oh,
It's all
cool.
about cashing them values.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Boom. Boom.
So, who would know that our Thursday streams can be educational streams too?
Well, that's what happens when you bring me in here. I educate, and I make fun of
Dropping
Zach.
knowledge
Dropping
bombs.
knowledge bombs left and right. Zombies dropping stink bombs. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
That's awesome, but I see I definitely can see scaling these people up, making really really big statues, pausing them in these interesting kind of positions, and
Yeah, just
I think
bringing
nice
like
little
more
work.
life to the scene. Like the level I'm working on
yeah.
it's like this huge castle cityscape, and I've got a bunch of quest givers, and like I'm gonna get this pack because it's going to help me bring more life to my quest givers and like communicate stuff to players better, and I'm really happy about that.
Why would you not be? Something to be happy
I don't know. I mean, only if you're Zach are you not happy.
about. Wow. Whoa.
I didn't.
Whoa.
I didn't say Zach was a Kowski.
Wizakowski?
Wizakowski, that's how you
He won't
pronounce
tell me how to pronounce his last name, so I make stuff up.
Just call him Waz.
it. Was?
Yeah, Zach Waz.
It makes you sound like you're one of the founders of Apple. I don't want to give you that much credit.
Oh,
at
that's
that one.
cool.
He looks like a linebacker.
I know.
Just like charge through.
Wow, that looks great with
Yeah.
the mouth and everything.
I know. So, it's kind of cool. You can use the explain tile on the goblin to make this, really fierce-looking charger.
So then we could also.
So, you remember Eric in the Bakery? He made that level called the Ambush, which was like a sort of, it's like a pictorial, well, it was a storybook. So I could see some nice stop motion scenes with that, or just a really fearsome looking statue. And why did he stop at a different frame this time?
That's what he does, man.
It's just how he rolls, I guess.
Eh.
Where are we?
Yeah, there we
Ah,
go.
There we go.
Oh, right, he was in the terrain.
He's in the terrain.
Yeah, that's why.
So what if we could totally start? Oh my god, I'm gonna move up here.
Keith has an idea. When he has an idea, he goes with it.
I don't know. Let's.
Oh, whoa. I definitely saw some things there.
What's out?
Nothing. That
Oh.
one.
Oh. Good job calling attention to it, Zach.
Yep. I kept my cool. No one probably noticed.
Not until you said something.
Yeah, right.
Now they're gonna go back and like pause all this.
I know.
And, like, look at it because you're a giant
Thank
jerk.
you, Zach.
What if we make him gray?
Oh, yeah, no, just steal my ideas. That's fine.
Yeah. You're right here. I don't have to give you credit.
That's true. That's how it works.
I actually didn't even see what
If you
Zach was calling out.
plagiarize something in front of someone, it doesn't count.
Yeah, it's not plagiarism.
Yeah.
I didn't even see what you were calling out.
It's all
What
good.
if it's just
Stop
like?
calling attention to it, Brian.
What if it's just like that Seph rune? The thing that's been in the game for a while.
And then what if we have like? Okay, what does that look like?
Oh yeah,
now-
look at that.
Like we could.
Ah. Makes it more believable. It's on grass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, and then we'll take a. I don't know. I just like making cool looking stuff. This is just really quick. Probably should just enter W.
Where are you gonna put this waterfall? Yeah.
Just like
Oh, cool. Yeah.
so, it looks like he's like maybe some natural. Where is he? I mean, obviously lower that, but like if he was like like hunched over with his mouth open, you can make like water coming out of it. So he could be, if you make him really huge, he's like some ancient statue that they carved into the mountainside to like, I don't know, make it look like the
Yeah.
waterfalls are more innate than they actually are. I
Yeah.
don't know. You can do.
Yeah,
Stuff
but
like
the
this all
cool
day.
thing is, you know, I found this with the default emotes also. A lot of these emotes can become very different looking things depending on what frame you pause them in. Like his explain is just
Yeah.
sort of him saying like, I'm explaining this, and now
Yeah.
something looks like this fearsome statue.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It's pretty awesome.
I mean, if you like awesome stuff, like, you know, I presume you guys like awesome stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else we want to show off this pack?
Other than Zach walking out of the room, I don't think. Yeah,
Jeez, you just want to get me out of here.
Make it red as blood. Oh,
Well,
people want this
okay, I
to
can
be a
do
dark
that.
stream.
Let's see. We just want to go in here. Go to what? Edit. Not brain editor.
Properties.
Properties. Appearance. Effects 10. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of stuff to turn red. It's okay. And then how do I zoom out?
just click in on the right stick.
Show off the prop gallery for the new users who haven't seen it.
I see what you're doing there, sir. Trying to get us to show that thing.
What thing? There's no thing.
I don't even know what the thing is.
Good. Don't worry about it.
Man, you got like a little white tint to some of those. That red looks like pus.
Yeah, I know.
You're
What kind of blood are you
gross.
making, Zach?
You're gross.
There we go. That's starting to look better.
Okay, yeah, that is.
You're gross. Don't call me gross. That's pretty cool.
I took a poll around the office and no one likes you.
I believe it. It's weird. You still see some blue. What's up with this? Okay,
You're seeing white, actually, I think.
There's definitely blue in there.
There we go.
Switch around to the front. Yeah.
See? It's just white you're seeing.
I think that's
You're right.
some of the particle effect that you can't really change.
Well, you have a lot of pinkish, like
Yeah.
salmon colors there.
I
You're
love
right.
salmon.
Good thing you're in Seattle.
I know, salmon up here is so good.
That's looking pretty decent.
Yeah.
Okay. It's looking decent from one side.
This is like the level you would make for a Slayer album or something.
Let this goblin be metal. Yeah, it's a kind of imposing statue at this point.
Yeah.
No, it's coming out of his head. We should attach it,
Yeah,
should
it's coming
attach
out
it
of
to
his
his,
I call-
his mouth.
They call this statue massive head wound.
Oh, dude, what if you put an axe? Like, get one
Oh,
axes
yeah,
from the gallery and
yeah.
like, put it like right there.
Oh, that would look pretty dark. You want me to just type axe?
Yeah.
Or I guess.
I want to make him search for it, but I don't because I don't want anybody to.
Which one?
That-
Good axe.
that's
Ranger's
a-
axe.
No,
Branch's
yeah.
Master Axe.
Yeah, look at that. Make that one big. Make it non-tumbling too.
Yep.
Okay. Rotate it. Let's go there. Like that about. And we want to.
Probably, that might be too big.
There's
I don't know,
no
too
such
big.
thing.
Too big.
This guy.
It's true. Okay, it is a massive head wound,
Physics,
not just minor
level
head wound.
off. Fixed. I think that's gonna be about where we want it.
Yeah, try it.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, nice, because it has the.
Well, I think I want this. Yeah, there we go.
Oh man.
Oh, it's not fair. You're just destroying all of them.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Oh, cool. And you can hit the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can stop that by turning. If you like, that's one of the things.
Attackable off?
Yeah, turn their hit reactions off. Attackable off, and turn their hit reactions to ranged and melee attacks off.
Yeah.
And
That's-
they won't do that.
That is a pretty massive head wound.
It's more metal than your mom's kettle.
That was pretty awesome. That was a pretty awesome thing. But yeah, there you go.
Cool.
There's some interesting ways to kind of use the emotes. Some interesting ways to kind of use, I don't know, some of the stuff in this pack to make some cool, great kind of interactions.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with, and a great part is it works with every single different type of
Yep.
character type we have in the game.
Every
bipedal.
Yes, bipedal character type.
Which is pretty awesome. Now this should be a game. Jump on every Yeti's back.
Yeah, and have them do different emotes when you jump on them. You have some of them throw up, some of them fart, some of them.
Seems mean to the Yeti and painful to you because they're very spiky.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, this is coming out next Thursday. We'll have more info on it, including price, and I guess that's the only other piece of info that's missing. You guys have seen everything that we have in this pack. It'll just help you make some cool scenes, or make some pretty funny scenes like we made today.
Absolutely, and the emotes should actually help a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the emoticons, especially like BJ was saying, for inanimate objects, for like little rocks, for like little critters, like the squirrel or something.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
rocks. I have rocks blushing at me in my levels all day. It makes me feel really wanted.
Oh, Keith-san.
I hope he
So you're-
notices me. I
So
noticed
you're-
you, little rock.
Oh, senpai. Okay, cool. Well, I think we
Yeah.
before we derail too much more than that, we'll kind of sign off here.
Yeah.
Take us away, Brian.
I'm trying to think of a great final word of wisdom to end on, but I can't think of one. So, zombie farts.
Always make your goblins poop and your zombies.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you. Actually, we'll catch you tomorrow. We have our developer stream at 11 a.m. where we'll be having developers play stuff. Or, oh no, we won't.
We won't.
We won't. Okay, we'll catch you next Tuesday.
They're liars.
Right, I forgot. We have other things. We'll catch you next Tuesday for our next education stream at noon. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
See you guys.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Create your game as you play? Any Spark can do it. Spark, activate the portals.